Hey everybody, this is just going to be a simple weekend low impact workout. Since they seem to be demonetizing my live, I had to do it this way today. So we are going to be doing this one seated for those of you whom cannot stand. So this will be for you. Now, I do, of course, have my stretchy band and my 10-pound weight. Now, like I have said before, if you do not or cannot lift the 10 pounds, do not worry about it. Do not worry about it at all. I may not actually be working with that today. I may just actually be working with this because my back hurts a little. Yeah, more like yikes. So, just take your stretchy band, and like we've done this before, we are going to take this and just wrap it on the hands. Just wrap your hands. Now, if you get a little confused on your right, because your brain gets a little discombobulated every once in a while, and you need a little more coffee in your day. Coffee makes things better. You guys know I've showed you this before on how to do this. Just wrap it on your hands, and this seemed to have gotten twisted. Don't ask me. I don't even know. Anyway, so we can just start this by stretching your left arm up. This is my left, which might be your right, but this is my left. And how a hair just got my mouth, I have no idea. I'll deal with it. Anyway, so just keep on stretching. Now this is going to work your shoulder right here. It's going to just work all of this really nice. So just keep on doing that. And as always, I've said, this keeps us from having chicken wing. As my friend Harry Labor says, chicken wing, hot dogs and bologna, chicken and macaroni. Hanging with your homie. Apparently that's also a song, and he played that for me right here on YouTube. So apparently you can find that song. So, yes, I'm sitting way further back, so I hope you can hear me. And no, I do not have my microphone on because I'm sitting too far away to actually have my microphone on. Okay, so now that you see we've done enough of those on one side, you need to switch over and try not to twist it on the other hand. But this is really twisty and kind of stuck together today. I do not know why. You know what? Humidity can actually make rubber or plastic literally stick together. That is a science. Yes, it will. So wrap that, and we do the same thing with this arm. Remember, if you cannot lift weights, you can get a resistance band. I know a lot of people say, no, those do not work. In a lot of hospitals, what do you think they use for medical rehab? When I had the flu really bad one year, because I went to a party with a metal band. Yes, I partied with a metal band. But the well-known one at that. In Center City, Philadelphia. So one of the guys didn't bother to let the other guys know that, hey, he had the flu, and his airborne puke went everywhere, and I ended up in the hospital about a couple of weeks after that with his flu. Yeah. This is why we got to stay healthy, people. This is why we got to stay healthy. You never know what other people have, right? Okay. And like I said, that works everything in here. Now, one side of your body may be stronger than the other side of your body. That's why you always got to try to like push that one side of your body that's weaker a little bit to its limit. Now, don't overwork it. If you overwork the weak side of your body, just never overwork it. Trust me. Never overwork the weaker side of your body. You're going to overstrain it. You're going to overstrain those muscles and the joints, and you could actually do a lot of damage. A lot of damage to the muscles and the joints, and you never want to do that. You could cause so much damage you could end up with arthritis in there where you don't want it, and then later on, you don't have the correct diet, you could end up with gout, and if you crack anything, you could also end up with bone spurs in there later on due to a calcium leak. That could grow into bone spur. Nobody wants a bone spur. I've not had them, but I know other people that have had them, and it's apparently not very fun to have the surgery to clean out bone spur. I've known people that have had bone spurs in the shoulder joint and in their heel and in their ankles, and they said that was not pleasant to get cleaned out. So the other thing is to make sure that when we're doing our exercises, that we do them knowing that no matter who we are and no matter what medical condition we have, that you know you are not alone and that you can do these low impact. If you can't use your legs, hey, been there a few times in my life, and I'm still fighting not to go back to a wheelchair, my friends. So, hey, fighting the good fight with you. Still trying to figure out where this hair comes from that's on my tongue. Maybe from my hairbrush. Anyway, right? Okay. And if you can't get your arms up that high, okay, if you cannot get your arms up that high, and that's a little strenuous for me lately to do that. If you cannot get your arms up that high, you can bring it up as high as you can or as low as, let's say you can only bring up your arms this high, all right? Do the same thing. Okay, that's a little weird for me, but do the same thing. Okay, see, there we go. Now I get it. It doesn't take too long. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, but hey, there we go. Do the same thing. Stretch it though. You see that? We're stretching it. Stretch it. Stretch it. And now when you do that, you're going to feel it right across your chest, in your arms, and right across your chest. It's going to strengthen your chest muscles and your arms. And the other place you're going to feel it is you're also strengthening your hands. It's strengthening your hands when you're doing that. And boy, do I know this one. Being wheelchair bound, you need to strengthen your hands. This is something you definitely need to do. And make sure you keep your water on hand. So that you keep hydrated. I keep my 2 cases of water right here. Sometimes I buy 3 cases, depending on my month. I just cleaned out my Keurig yesterday. So that's always something to do, cleaning your Keurig. You need good water for your Keurig. Never use tap water in your Keurig. Never do that. You have to use bottled water in your Keurig. But back to our exercise. See what I mean right here? Like even a little bit of heat from your body, because these are very stretchy, can make these stick a little. So when you grip these, they tend to stick. If it's a little bit of an older one, this one my friend got from the VA hospital, but he can't use it because it actually hurts him pretty bad. So he was like, here, you use it. But it didn't go to waste. It's able to be used. Okay, like you guys know, I don't really rest my back on the backrest unless it's absolutely necessary. Now, this is the exercise we're going to do with me actually resting my back for a change on the backrest. Hands like this, and lean your arms as far back as you can, stretching, and now just leave it there for about 10 seconds and bring your arms forward. Now keep it stretched. Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, now bring those arms back. Now remember, if you can't lift your arms all the way, you don't have to lift your arms all the way over your head. Now, if you feel like you can stretch it out like I can, you go ahead and do that. Okay? Now remember, this is called a resistance band for a reason. You give it as much resistance as possible. Bring that forward. Look, it's like, look, you know, you may have biker friends. I have biker friends. Look, it's like them on their motorcycle, right? Except for this part. That's the part of, okay, if you've ever hung from the monkey bars, my experience with monkey bars injured my back in the 3rd grade. Flattened a vertebrae, or like crushed it. Bad story with that one. The playground attendant made me get up and walk instead of calling the ambulance. And then she made me sit in a chair. Bad move. It's the last week of school and she made me move instead of calling for an ambulance. Bad move. And people that raised me, they made me sit in the car instead of lay down. Another bad move. Boy, was the hospital doctors pissed. They're like, why did you even move this kid? Like, because we didn't want to pay for an ambulance. Poor excuse. Poor excuses. You never move an injured person. Makes things worse. That's what EMTs are for, except for the crappy ones in Philly. Okay, and then you bring those down. Now you felt where you're going to feel that right across in here from in your clavicle. The clavicle. Okay? Yes, the scientific term is clavicle. You're going to feel it in the clavicle over to the shoulders, okay? And you're again going to feel the strength in your hands build up. No, I don't have my knuckle gloves on today. They're actually sitting on the dryer. I don't really care. If you have your knuckle gloves and you want to wear them, hey, put them on. No, I don't have them on today, which is fine. I don't mind not working with them on, and that's fine with me. And yes, the paintings are still over there. I was hoping maybe to be able to catch them in the view. That's why I have the view this way today. Now you only get the back of the steps that go upstairs. And then don't forget, tomorrow is the video for creamy potato soup. Now we're going to take this again, wrapped on the hand, and we're just going to do a short stretch. Short stretch. Short stretch. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you guys really want to know, I forgot. I have my feet. Oh my gosh, I have my feet sitting the way I used to in my wheelchair. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this. The way I used to in my wheelchair, like outward, but like my left foot over my right foot, and that's how I used to sit. I really have to stop that habit. It was such an old 5-year habit that it's just become a habit. I guess maybe it was to make my spine comfortable. Or sometimes I'll reverse the feet, is put the right foot over the left foot. But it's always been the left over the right. I don't know. Maybe it was to protect that right leg. But back to exercise. Yay. Yay. Now you see that? Just like up like that, and up like that, and up like that, and up like that. See, there, you just do it sporadically, and you don't have to go as far up. Like I said, just take it as far as you can. And if you can take it that far up, hey, good for you. Keep going. And it's think positively, and like I said, you know what I haven't seen as an advertisement in a while, because this is not for the masses? A-Rip. You're a ripoff. And this is not a ripoff. And this is for, let me think. We happier people. You know why? Because we are us. And that's why. Because we know who we are. And we can admit it to ourselves. We are not alone. And one more on each side. 1 and 1. Have a little more energy yet? Okay. Now this is what I'm going to do. Put my legs the right way. Feet on the floor. Feet on the floor. Take this. So it's like that, the long, the width underneath your feet, okay, and put your feet together underneath that, or I should say put that underneath your feet, but your feet are together, and to get my right hand more coordinated today. It just doesn't seem to want to coordinate today. That's weird. No, I have not had a stroke. Maybe a seizure. Not a stroke. It'll give you the same effect if you've had a seizure. And leave a little bit of the wiggly ends at the end. Yay! And pull. It's like our arm curls, like I've said before. We'll do this like arm curls. And curl, and curl, and curl. Come on, you can do it. Now remember, you're sitting. And remember, I sat back up, not leaning on the back of my chair. I'm sitting up again. I know you guys see me in a lot of tank tops. My thyroid makes me overheat. Now when you're doing this, you probably won't really notice right away, but this also helps to strengthen when you sit straight up. If you can sit straight up, if you have one of those electric wheelchairs that helps you sit straight like this, adjust the backing of your chair so that you sit straight up, so that's firm, and put the seat belt on your waist to do this, because I know that they have a seat belt. Yep. And then do this. And if you have to, because I know those electric wheelchairs have armrests, put your elbows on the armrests and just do this. And it'll help. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And if you have to use the footrest part of your wheelchair for this, hey, that's perfectly fine. You can do it. It is perfectly fine. You don't have to put your feet on the floor. Use the footrest part. It's perfectly fine. That's what you're doing this for. It's for you. It's to strengthen yourself and give yourself a more positive outlook on life, even though, hey, being in a chair is not the end of the world, trust me. I'm still here. You know, when I was in my wheelchair, I had a guy that was cerebral palsy. Really cool dude. Really cool dude, living on his own. He didn't have it like too bad. He had like the slight stages of it, but he was living on his own. And he decided, when he saw me working my way out of my wheelchair, he didn't want to be in his crutches anymore. And you know what he did? He decided to work out so much, he put his crutches in the corner and picked up a cane and started working with a cane instead of crutches. He's like, you inspired me. I'm like, what? He's like, you inspired me. They wouldn't come fix your wheelchair, and now you're walking. He's like, you inspired me. I was like, wow. I'm like, thank you. So I gave him a hug, and I'm like, but you be careful, because what you have is more crippling than what I have. Well, I'm like, well, they could be equally crippling, but I'm like, you were born with it. So I'm like, but you just be careful and make sure that you don't overdo it. So, but to know that I inspired somebody like that, I was like, that made my heart so happy. This really cool guy. He used to be my neighbor. He lived on the first floor, but he was just so cool. He was a college student. He worked, and you know, really cool guy. Okay, now, how's that make you feel? How's that make you feel? Like I said, this was just going to be a short workout today. Don't forget your bottled water. And we're going to, you know, if you can stand a stretch, you can stand a stretch, which is the next thing we're going to do. And I don't have my corset on, and I don't have my Gold's Gym piece on, and I can show you guys from a side view that yes, actually I have lost some weight. Sorry, I guess I still had a little piece of breakfast stuck in my teeth. And always make sure you eat before you work out. That's a key thing. Make sure that you have fuel to burn off. Always make sure that you have fuel to burn off. Sorry about that. Had to move that out of the way first. And my shirt. Definitely lost weight around the waist. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell that. Hips are hips, man. Goes through the lips, goes to the hips. But hey, clothing is an illusion. Pretty much, yeah. Well, these are my baggy pants. These are just my baggy pants. But pretty much, yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys can tell. I have lost some weight here. So I'll move the chair out of the way. We will do our ending stretch. So if you can stand, we can do our ending stretch to this. So remember, I gotta make sure I'm not going to hit my hands on anything up above me. Just reach up. Remember, take that deep breath in and let it out. And of course, I get my hand over here instead. Breathe in. Let it out. I have to be careful. There's a wall. Okay. And we'll do one more for good measure. And hopefully I don't hit my hands on anything. And like I said, clothing is an illusion. Like I said, these are my baggy pants. There are pockets. If you guys have seen a few of my other videos, you'll see that, like I said, baggy pants make it look bigger. So I'm not embarrassed to show you that I'm wearing my baggies. It's just that with that double set of rib cage, my abdomens look extended, and I have that crease line right here for the starting of the 6-pack ab. So we'll do that one last up and let it out. Okay, well, now that you guys have seen that, yes, the waistline is a lot smaller, even though I'm, in a sports bra. And you really can lose a lot of weight with low impact exercise. Yes, you can. Like I said, we're not all built the same. People have to realize that. Some people are born with double sets of rib cage, 2 hearts. I'm not just a big hearted person. I was born with 2. So with this said, enjoy the rest of your weekend, because tomorrow is that creamy potato soup recipe, which means it's a brand new recipe for you guys. So with that, I will bring you guys up here. Oops, sorry for the cleavage. Bring you guys over here and end out this video by saying, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you guys next time right here. Bye.